All right, let's go. We're going to get in the body bowl. Y'all know what it is. I'm not about to keep explaining it every episode. So let's pick a ticket. Let's pick a body. The streets need a body. So we have a yellow ticket out the body bowl. We have a yellow ticket. We got ticket 333. That means it's going to be a good one. We got ticket 3, body 333, body 333. Let's check the reference. The names have been withheld to protect the guilty. Body 333. That's ironic. Yes. Body 333. This is going to be a good one. This is going to be probably one of the best ones. Let me think it out. This is actually a good one. This is a good one. I dealt with this woman for about 3 months. And I'm about to cut to the chase and give y'all the cut to the chase. So in this story, in this story, this girl is going to put a restraining order on me. In the end of this story, let me repeat this. At the end of this story, this girl is going to put a restraining order. So you guys let me know, because I'm going to tell the story, what they say in court. I promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me, Gerald. So this girl put a restraining order. I met this girl actually on social media. Wait. We got a rater. So this girl was fine. She looked good. I was liking her. Physically, I was attracted to her, hands down. You guys know I rate on a scale from 1 to 100, 100 being the best. Her face was a 90. Face 90%, 90 out of 100. Body 95. Body 95 out of 100, but there's an asterisk next to that 95. And in this story, I explain why she get the asterisk next to her name on body wise. Body 95, but it's an asterisk next to her name. So I met this girl on social media. We have been friends for a few years. Although we flirted and, whatever and played, she had a boyfriend. So nothing really went further than occasional flirt. So for years, we have been friends on social media, had never met her. I'll say maybe 3 to 5 years we have been friends. I can't really give an exact, just thinking off the top of the head. We have been friends for, a long time on social media. She was fine to me. But she had a boyfriend. So ironically, fast forward into the story, she broke up with her boyfriend. So one day I shoot a shot in her DM and she tell me she's single now. So we start flirting again, but now it's progressing to me getting the number. So I get the number and whatnot. And for about a week or so, we're texting back and forth and it's cool. So this is when catfishing was heavy. And she was more on it than I was. I should have been on it way more because y'all know my stories about being catfished. So she was like, well, let's meet up and see each other and see if we like each other. And then, because we've been texting, so let's see what's up. So I'm like, cool, what's up? Where you want to meet at? And to be honest with you, I like that. I like the meet and greet. I like the no date, no pressure. I think a confident, fine women are only going to pursue that. Other women be wanting to force you to take them out. And why are we going in public? We don't even know what each other, the vibe or what each other look like. So we agreed to meet in a little, at a grocery store or whatnot, in the grocery store parking lot. So we meet at the grocery store parking lot. I pull up and she pull up. And immediately, to me, she fine. Like I said, face 90, body 95 with an asterisk next to it. So she get out the car. I'm like, oh, she fine, she cool. I'm like, oh, she bad. She look, as a matter of fact, she looked better than her pictures. So I jump out and we talk. We greet each other, we give each other a hug. So we're talking in the parking lot, small talking, whatnot. And It's cool. It's cool. It's a cool vibe. We're laughing. It's cool. Like, how, and I always say this, how sometimes, or maybe I'm just that cool of a guy. How sometimes, you hit it off immediately and y'all just, playful and funny and it's cool and the vibe is flowing and y'all, enjoying each other little company, in the parking lot. We're not even on a date and we're enjoying ourselves in the parking lot. So I'm feeling her. So we're talking and whatnot. So she asking me what I did for work. I'm asking her what she did for work. Now, this is what caught me. I said, what do you do for work? She said she don't work. She don't work anymore. Excuse me. She don't work anymore. Crazy part about that is, side note, usually when I'm dating or talking to a female, if she don't work, automatically smash them and dash them. Like, it can't even be a second time. It's just a one and done. So when she tell me she don't work, I'm immediately thinking like, oh man, because I'm not with. That's another story, but I'm not with the not working thing. But she tell me she don't work, and I kind of like give her the faith, and she laughed, and she was like, well, I don't work because my brother's in the league. And I'm like, what do you mean? She was like, my brother is in the NBA and he played for the Lakers. And I'm like, so you guys know, well, not you got everybody, LA. LA is a cold place to be. You get the best of the best and the worst of the worst. So when she tell me her brother played for the Lakers, I really don't be believing what people say off rip. You tell me something, whatever, it go in one ear out the other because it really makes me no difference. So she tell me her brother played for the Lakers and he just signed a deal, a multi-million-dollar deal, and she don't work anymore. I'm thinking either she lying, she playing, or how you be having that play brother, or how women be having that play brother, or a friend that they've been knowing for a long time. So it go one ear and out the other. I'm like, okay, her brother in the league. I don't believe her. So anyway, we're talking more in the parking lot. Like I said, it's going cool. Speeding up the story. I say, well, what's up? What you about to do? Maybe we could chill or something tonight. She was like, no, I got something. She was dressed. She said she was going somewhere with her friends or some club or something. Now, side note, this was a weekday. I was trying to get to the yams. I was trying to get to the yams immediately. I wasn't trying to go on no date. So when she said she was going to the club or wherever she was going on an outing on a weekday, also saying she don't work, it kind of was like, threw me like, damn, I know I don't have to, I'm not going to have to smash and dash this girl because she ain't really about nothing. So, because she's partying on the weekday. So anyway, we part ways and whatnot. I forgot to see. This will happen when you have to remember. I think she was going out of town. She was going out of the country or going out of town. I forget exactly where she was going, but I remember her saying, I'm going to be gone for a week or so, but when I get back, then I'm going to hit you and whatever. Again, in LA, I really don't be taking too much serious. It is what it is at the moment. You say what you say, whatever. If it is, it is. If it ain't, it ain't. So we part ways. We hug each other. Like I said, she's fine. I guess she's thinking I'm looking cool. She didn't tell me or not, but she said she's going to hit me. I'm going to know if she liked me or not based on if she hit me or not. So we part ways, whatever. Fast forward the story. About a week later, she hits me. And she tell me, I told you I was going to hit you when I got back in town. She hit me. So I guess she's feeling me. You feel me? So she was like, well, what's up? What's up? I'm like, what's up? I was like, I'm trying to get to the end. Y'all know, if y'all been listening to my podcast long enough, y'all know I'm trying to get to the yams first. Why? That's another story. But I'm trying to get to the yams. Then we probably can go on a date. Then we probably could do whatever. But first, I'm trying to get to the yams. So I hit her with like, what's up? Can I come over? Can I come through tonight? She say, yeah. She say, yeah. So I'm like, oh, she about to get these fine yams real fast, real quick, like. So she was like, all right, I'm gonna text you the address. Let me know when you on your way. So she texted me the address, whatever. Oh, she say I stay downtown. And then I was like, okay, whatever. So boom, I get the address. I'm driving, bam, bam, bam. I take the 110 downtown, 110 north downtown. Get there. So this is the thing. This is when it gets. Does it get real? It gets real interesting. So I pull up, and I'm like, well, I see the address and I see the building, And I'm like, I know this girl didn't flex on me, like lied to me and tell me, because it's this bougie ass building that got the little, what they call that? They got the little person that opened the door, and then you need a key card to get to the up to the elevator. It's like a little bougie. I don't even want a high. Oh, it's a high rise in downtown, a little bougie high rise downtown. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, so I call, I'm like, hey man, what's up? Where's the, I'm looking everywhere but the address she gave me. I'm thinking, well, maybe she gave me the address and then it's some, she said, well, come on, park your car and come on. I was like, oh, in this building right here, where you, and she was like, yeah, this is, she said, I'm gonna tell them to buzz you up or whatever, whatever, whatever. So now let's take a little side note. Side note, Gerald Jones from the ghetto, Gerald Jones from the hood, Gerald Jones ain't never really been with nowhere, ain't really done nothing. So this, for me, I don't know about you guys, but this was kind of eye-opening for me. This is different for me. Usually I've been messing with the ghetto girls and, you know, girls work at the little post office. Or whatever. So this is my first time coming to a downtown high-rise with the little clergy, what they, I don't even know what they call it, with the maid, the clergy, whatever, to open the door and buzz you up and use the key card and press the. So this is new for me. This is different for me. So I'm immediately interested and intrigued. Like, oh shit! I start thinking she did tell me her brother played in the NBA and played for the Lakers. Is this true? It might be true. Because how are you here, especially saying you don't work no more? So I park my car, go inside, buzz me up, whatever you call that, elevator up, whatever, get off, whatever. So boom, 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 walk, boom, boom, walk into the apartment or whatever. So she looking good. She looking good. She looking good. She looking. I mean, what can I say? She looking good. She look good. If she hear the story, you look good. I like you. I thought you was attractive. So I get in there and she lead me to the room. Y'all know what I do when I get to the room at this time because I'm bodied up. Y'all tell me, I peel out. I peel out because I'm bodied up. I peel out, get naked, lay in the bed. So she like, oh, you comfortable? And she leave out the room. I don't know what she do, whatever she do in the bathroom. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy for me to just remember that small detail. Come back. And it's crazy because just right now, I just saw the picture in my mind. I just saw it just right in, it was like that picture of her going to the bathroom. Anyway, let me get to the story. I know I'll be, bear with my stories, y'all. So she comes back and she gets in the bed. So boom, she drop her little thing, whatever, get in the bed, bam, bam. We start kissing, bam, we hugging, kissing, doing our thing, feeling on each other, whoop, bam, boom, ping, ping. She started blowing me back. She started bossing me up. She started giving me fellatio. She give me cabeza. She doing her thing to me. And I'm receiving it. So boom, she doing her thing, boom, boom, boom. She do her thing till I'm ready to do my thing. Boom, flip over. We doing our thing. Now, I will tell you this. For me, I don't know what it was for her. For me, the sex was great. The sex was great because I was just physically attracted to her that much, and I felt so comfortable, and it was cool. It was great. What can I say? So boom, we doing our thing, and we're actually sexing for a long time. Boom, boom, boom. We doing our thing. She doing her thing. I'm doing my thing. We doing our thing together. I do my thing and finish. I roll over. She say she wants to do it again. I'm like, for sure, cool, whatever. So that let me know she like it. So I was like, well, I gotta, give me a 30 minutes to an hour to get back let Unc rejuvenate. Give me a 30 minutes to an hour. I ain't no young whippersnapper no more. So she's like, okay. So now it's about to get thick. She say, can I return the favor? Can I return the favor with the oral? If y'all know what I mean. Now, side note, you guys, if y'all been watching my podcast, you guys know that I said I could count on 7 fingers out of my 1,000 bodies how many women I've actually done oral on. It's really not my thing to do. I will do it. I can do it. But I ain't even gonna, because it's just because I felt freaky a couple times, maybe on 3 of them, and it was just going down like that. But I have a standard also where I'm not about to just go down deep sea diving on you and I don't even know you yet. Like hygiene wise, are you dealing with other guys wise? So, you know, for me, everybody got their own whatever. For me, my standard is I'm just not about to eat your pee off the rip. I'm not about to go give you fellatio. I'm not about to cabeza you off the rip like that. So she asked me to return a favor. I tell her no. And she look, I see her eyes. Immediately, she's mad. She's like, all right, okay, you got to go. And I'm like, now, don't get me wrong. I do understand why she would be bothered because she did it to me. I do understand that. Don't get me wrong. Don't think I don't understand why a person would be bothered if you're not returning a favor. But that's just my standard that I stand on, that I'm not about to do that off the rip. So boom, I put my clothes on. She hopping up. She mad. She pissed. She mad. She's like, okay, well, this is probably gonna be my last time seeing you. So she hit me with that. Now let me give you a briefer. Remember, I told y'all in the beginning of the story that ultimately at the end of the story, y'all gonna see this girl put out a restraining order on me. So in doing so, I want to pause the story right now so you can understand, so I can explain the toxicity of our situationship, because I've been dealing with her for 3 months. I dealt with her a total of 3 months. So what happened is we would get into a big argument. I'm not toxic. So when I'm thinking we having this argument, I'm thinking it's done. I'm thinking it's over. I'm thinking we not about to talk no more, because it's like to the degree of like disrespect and it's toxic, it's terrible. So I'm thinking it's done. So boom, then somehow, some way she'll hit me up like nothing happened. And of course I still want to deal with her, if nothing else sexually. So I'll keep dealing with her. I guess that could be toxic too, for me to still deal with her after she blew up and went crazy and I then went crazy back on her. So I guess that's my toxic trait in the situation, is receiving the toxicity and letting it be cool, letting it and matching it, I guess. Still continue dating her or messing with her. So I said all that to say, in this moment, after she got mad that I didn't give her fellatio, she tells me, "Oh, this is my last time seeing you," and she go big on me, whatever, like I'm cool on you, like. So as we walk into the door, so I stop her in front of the door. I say, "Look, I'm about to speak my piece. You could do whatever you want to do. I like you. I think you're cool. I think you're attractive. I enjoy your energy. I enjoy you. I stand on something orally, and I'm not about to shift or budge because of anything. I like you. I think you're cool. So you do whatever you have to do. I'm just telling you how I feel about the oral situation, and I do understand you did it to me. I understand that. I understand why you. So she's like, whatever, and she kind of like like as I didn't even get out the door good enough, and she closed it. So boom, I'm walking down the hall where I guess she did the elevator, where the elevator opened automatically and take me to the lobby. I'm walking out. The maids, the maids, the clergymen opened the door, and I felt like I was taking a walk of shame, but not the good walk of shame. I was like, dang, I'm not about to fuck with her no more. And like I said, the toxicity of this was our situation. It was like up and down. Like I would be like, damn, it's over. Like, damn, I'm not fucking with her no more. So boom, I leave. At least I got me a little whatever. Got me a little bad one, hit me a little bad one, whatever. That's that, whatever. I'm moving on. Fast forward, probably 2 days later, 2 to 3 days later, she hit me with a text. What you doing? Oh, what's up? I'm kind of happy because I still, there will be no omission or lying on my behalf. so we can get the record straight. I like the girl. I liked her. So I'm not about to front play like I didn't or like it was nothing. I was liking this girl a little bit more than usual, mainly because, not really because, well, she's introducing me financially to something different. Physically, nah, I've dealt with bad women before. Mentally, no, I've dealt with it myself, being educated and dealt with educated women. But this is a different kind of financial situation that she's opening. And I'm not going to go through all the things she did, but she was showing me like another level financially. So I was kind of intrigued, like a little gold digger, not a gold digger but it was just interesting to see how she was moving. Keep in mind, her brother played for the Lakers. So this is really not, and this is a briefing. And I have to think about this years later and really understand like this really wasn't her money. Like she was moving like this and doing these things, but not on her own merit. So what is it really? And those were the truths I had to do and sit with myself when I was intrigued on the things she was doing financially when it really wasn't her. So fast forward, we're dealing with each other. We're sexing each other. We're sexing each other frequently. Now, this is another thing that had me. Although she was bougie acting, she still was cool with the ghetto stuff or the normal stuff or the regular stuff. What I mean by that, just one in itself is going to explain it. Well, not going to explain it all, but one example. She was cool with getting a room at the Snooty Fox and doing our thing at the Snooty Fox. Like she didn't even have to do that, but I think she was kind of thrilled or intrigued herself to be dealing with normals, type. Normal. Yeah, I get. We could call it whatever we want. Normal stuff or basic stuff. So that was one of the things that intrigued me about her too. I was like, okay, she let me hit the thing in the Snooty Fox. Like she don't even have to be here. Then we used to have major car sex. We used to have frequently. Like, man, like I think it was what intrigued me was just how she would behave. Like they said, a lady in the streets and a freak in the sheets. I guess that rang true because that's what I was attracted to. So those were some of the things that attract me. Now, get into the body of a 95% with the asterisk. A body. So one time we doing our thing or whatever, and this is something that I learned and I want to share. Hopefully I can help somebody, inform somebody, give somebody a little knowledge, give somebody a little game on something because it was new to me. So one time we sexing or whatever, I'm rubbing on her, I'm really feeling on her body, and I'm really just, noticing and paying attention to the touch and her, and her skin and her body. And I'm seeing these very little keloid dots. She had two above her butt. She had one on each arm. She had one on her stomach. And I'm like, what's it? Like, what is this? And then she don't say nothing. And I said, so I answered I'm like, oh, you got keloid skin? And she said, yeah. And I was like, okay, whatever. Like, okay. This kind of odd. But I guess you got keloid skin. Now, for you guys that don't know, I just learned this, so I'm giving up the game. I'm giving y'all, if y'all dealing with a woman and she got the little dots, especially above her butt or on her arms or on her stomach, that means she got a BBL. That means she has surgery. That means that's the incision from the little, whatever you call that, whatever it is it's called. So I said all that to say she omitted to me having surgery. Now that's a topic of discussion that I don't know. Should women be obligated to share with men that they had BBLs? That's crazy because I would want to know. Especially, this is also a thing. She used to be on social media heavy, and she used to be on social media heavy pushing the workout. Like she just did this all by herself with no assistance. So that was crazy to me because she had me fooled, as well as others, but she had me fooled. So I said all that to say the body was a 95, but it was assisted with the BBL. Now, I will say this in giving her credit with the BBL. She had the BBL, but she didn't get that stupid, it's a combination of things, two things. She didn't get that stupid butt. She didn't get that just, give me the biggest whopper on the, she didn't do that. She got the one that just a little put a little butt on there. So it looked like hers. It looked evenly proportioned. The second thing is that she had thick legs. Naturally, she had thick legs with a flat booty, but she didn't put the gigantic booty. So her thick legs complemented her. So first of all, it had me food and it looked bomb. So it was a perfect, giving her credit, it was a perfect BBL. You did it right. You didn't go get the biggest booty on the menu. So she got the booty with foul boom. So that's why I say her body is a 95 with an asterisk, because it did look good and whatever, but it still was assisted. So getting back to the story. So we sex and bam, boom, 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 boom. Like I said, for these 3 months, and I don't want to get into every single story, but we were almost every week, at least every other week, we would have some kind of argument or disagreement, and it has seemed like it's the end, like it's like to the levels of she started disrespecting me, going big, and quick side note, being the man that I am now and today, especially learning from what I learned with her, I would never go back and forth. I would never go toxicity for toxicity with anybody again, because that just wasn't what I was on. I'm not toxic in the first place, but I was intrigued, so I wanted to keep dealing with her. So I accepted her toxicity, which made me react toxic too. And I'm taking accountability for me. Although it was something that made me react, I still had the choice to react toxic or not. Now I don't play that I leave because of like I said, getting back to it, I'm ultimately going to get a restraining order. She's going to ultimately put a restraining order on me because of what happens at the end of the story. So, like I said, every week we get into it often, big, and then somehow, some way, we still mess with each other. Like I can remember. So then, even getting into the oral, I even started doing oral on her. And I remember one time, one of my things was, well, let me eat it one more time. Let me give you the cabeza one more time. So she like, we was completely should have been done because we disrespected each other beyond repair. So she come down, whatever, we go in the little car and whatever, and we do our thing in the car. So I'm like, so now I'm accustomed to this back and forth, good, not good, disrespect, cool, and situation that we're dealing with. Should have bounced, should have understood. I'm still learning. At this time, I was still learning as a young man. I was still learning as a man. But now I don't play none of that, because especially from the experience that I experienced. So getting back to the story. So now out of all these things, I'm going to give you the last story of how we blew up, how it went disrespectful, and what happened. So one day I posted her as, remember, this is when they used to have the, what they call that shit, Wednesday Crush Wednesday, or Wednesday Women Crush Wednesday, or whatever. So you put your crush up on Wednesday. So I post her, and whatever. My cousin hit me up. He's like, hey, you mess with old girl? I was like, yeah. He was like, hey, I know her. I was like, oh, is that right? He was like, yeah, she used to mess with the homie. Boom, boom. So it kind of ring boom, because in these little situations, she act. Anyway, I'm not even going to describe that, but he tell me about the homie that messed with her, whatever. Boom. He said she know who I am. I said, okay, whatever. So boom, I take that mental Rolodex, put that in the back of my brain. Time go by, maybe a week, 2 weeks ago. So I forgot. I'm thinking this up right now. So I forgot what made me bring it up. I forgot what happened. I can't think of what, but I brought it up. I said, hey, my cousin said he know you. Oh, I forgot this part too. My cousin said he know you, and you used to deal with yada yada and he from a hood. I'm not gonna say the hood, and he know your baby daddy. I forgot why I can't think. I'll be wasting time trying to think of why I brought it up. She gets mad. She's like, oh, it's all in my business. Who is it? You need to tell me who it is, because they on my page. They know who I am. Because she asked me, yeah, and she's going big. And ultimately, she wanted me to tell her who it is and block them. No, so she could block them. She's going big. She's going big about people being in her business and people speaking on her, and I let somebody speak on. She's going big, unnecessarily, uncontrollably going big. Talking about what kind of man am I to let move bump. I said I just brought it up. I didn't. It wasn't even nothing negative, to be honest with you. But she's going big. She's going big. She's going big on me. Super big on me. Whatever. So ultimately, she not ended it, but she blew up to the point saying, well, if you don't tell me who it is, that means you not fucking with me, and da, 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 da. So I hit my cousin up. I'm like, hey, why is she going so big? And he was like, I don't know. He just said, I ain't saying it was nothing bad. I just said she used to mess with the homie, and I was giving you a heads up as my cousin. So I said, hey, I'm gonna tell her who it is, whatever, since you say you know her and whatever. He said, yeah, I ain't tripping. Tell her it's me. Woo, woo. So like I said, she's giving me the ultimatum, and I don't remember the actual verbiage and the actual conversation of what she was saying to make, but she was going big to the degree like that's messed up, and I should be blocking. I should tell her who it is. We shouldn't be keeping secrets, and why would you let this come? If it's nothing, then tell me who it is. So she gives me this whole guilt trip, whole big thing, and I put an emphasis on it because I want y'all to understand. Because in hindsight, it's gonna come back around, and watch what happened. So, boom, I ultimately tell her who it is. She block them, whatever. My cousin, we ain't tripping, whatever. We don't even know because he didn't say nothing negative, whatever. So, after that, we dealing with each other still. Back first, she said she's not messing with me no more. We do the toxic thing again. We back dealing with each other. Within this next time, between that last argument and what I'm about to tell you next, she gets pregnant. So she gets pregnant or whatnot. And I also need to mention this. When her brother signed the contract to play for the Lakers and be in the league, she stopped working. Not only did she stop working, she's partying every day, Monday through Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. She's partying. And I will say this, maybe I don't blame her. I wouldn't do it because that's just not what I do. Y'all don't see me at parties and clubs anyway. That's just not what I do. But who's to say, and I don't look at it as wrong, but I'll tell you why I'm bringing it up in a minute. If I just became a multimillionaire, or my family member became multimillionaire, and they're taking care of us now, whatever, I wouldn't, but I can understand and see why you would party, and every day is a party. And not only is she partying every day, she's going, and I get it, she's having fun. She's going out of the country, she's going on trips. Have fun. But I'm about to tell y'all why I'm even bringing this up. So she's partying, whatever, partying. She asked me when she gets pregnant, she said, what do you want to do? She said, I have a child already. You don't. It's up to you. If you want to keep the baby, I'll keep the baby. If you don't, then I'll go. I said, okay, well, give me a day, give me some time, and let me think about it. So as I'm thinking about it, this is why I brought up what I brought up. As I think about it, I'm thinking like, I never really seen her in mother mode. To be honest with you, she drops her daughter off when she going on these trips out of town, out of the country. She stayed dropping her daughter off at her auntie's house. And I actually remember this at her auntie house. So I never really saw her in mother mode. And don't get me wrong, I've talked to her on the phone and she'll say, oh, I'm picking up my daughter and she'll ride with her, whatever, or be picking her up from school, dropping her up from school. So I've heard her around her, don't get me wrong, but I've never seen her in mother mode. And I see her partying Monday through Friday and sometimes she would drop the daughter off to the auntie, or she would have her friend come babysit at her place. So I see her partying. Also, at the time, I didn't want kids. I think it was just her. So the next day, I hit her and I was like, you know what? I think we should, I don't think we should have it. And she was like, cool. It wasn't no problem. She didn't have no problem with it. It was cool. She said she's going to handle it, whatever. I'm thinking about this picture she sent me. Anyway, so she handle it, whatever, whatever. And, she didn't have the baby. Cool, whatever, up to her. Not up to her, up to me. And she was cool and respectable about it. I don't think she wanted to have the baby anyway. She just wanted to party and have fun, which again, I get. I'm not shaming her for that because I get it. What would you do if your immediate family member is rich now? I'm not working, I get it. So fast forward from that last argument to the pregnancy to now, here we go. This is when she's going out of the country. I'm not going to say where she's going. And what she I don't remember actually what happened, how it happened, or what was said. But she's telling me about one of her friends. I actually think it was her sister, but she said friend. She's telling me one of her friends was saying something about my page and that I'm disrespectful and I'm childish, I'm immature, and just going big on me. What do y'all think I did? I reacted the same way she reacted about my cousin. I said, hey, well, who is it? Who is it so I can get the person off my page? Do you know she refused, like really refused to the point and it really wasn't really about, it was the principle for me. Like, this is the standard and principle and law you wanted to set on how we treat each other or handle other people speaking up on us. You wanted to know so you can block them. So let me know, afford me that so I can block whoever it is telling you something about me. She don't tell me. At this time, actually, I think we have each other blocked. So she's basically using this person, her friend, I think it's her sister, to spy on my page. Or maybe the sister just knows that we're dealing and just telling her, for no reason at all. I can accept that too. But the point is, I want the same thing afforded to me that I afforded to you by telling you who it is so you can block them off your page. Do you know she did not do that? And we had a 2-day debate, argument. And it was more so of me feeding her this is what you said. This is the standard you wanted. So you really were just playing me. You really just finessed me because you really didn't believe in this standard, because if so, you would reciprocate. So now I'm more so with my ego. Like you finessed me. You flexed me. And you're not honoring the principle and standard that you try to set, but you finesse me to do it for you. So I'm upset, and it's the ego, and I'm pissed. Being 100% honest, that's what it is. More so, this is how you finessed me, and you're not standing on what you really were just saying stuff to get me to block my cousin or tell you who it is so you could block him. So she really did not tell me. We go for 2 days arguing. And I will never forget, this is where it got ugly for me. Because, of course, like I said, we have the toxic relationship. So the argument now is normal to me. Now it's comfortable to me. Now we disrespecting each other, going big on each other, and it's nothing. But I can tell you where it got deep for me and where it cut me at. So we're still in the argument. And she's getting, like I said, she's in, I don't know if she's getting ready to go out of the country to this place, or is she there? No, she's getting ready to go. And she say, you're harassing me. For me, that affected me. That hit me. Harassing you? Harassing you? The word harass. So, boom, I kind of knew right there that verbiage and it's something different. Like she said, I was harassing her. And I was like, bet. Like, it clicked for me. Like, yeah, we disrespect each other, but what harassing you? I'm just trying to get from you what I gave to you. Boom. Not only did she say I was harassing her, and I remember then she get to out of the country and she put a post. She said, I'm out of the country. She said in specific where she was at. And niggas is pressed, stressed, and depressed. And trying to, what she say, like trying to take her joy or trying to. So again, she's affecting me. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to front. I'm not going to admit I'm affected. Like, dang, harassed. Now I'm stressed, pressed, and depressed. We say pressed, stressed, and stressed, pressed, and depressed, or whatever she said, man. And she posted this. Affected, affected, posted it. So now for me, affected, 100% affected my mental. Harassed. Now she put a post up on me. So that means she's out there talking about me to her friends and her family, whoever she's with on this trip out of the country. So whoever is reporting my page to you, they're about to get a bar of this. Remember, I get the restraining order on me. I post. I post and I tag her. I post and I tag her name and I say, why you trying to be funny? The exact reason why I made you get the ABC, for y'all don't know, ABC is abortion, or go to the ABC abortion clinic, ABC abortion clinic, is because I've never seen you mom. You stay out of the country, you stay partying out of, so I'll go big on my little post and tag her name. Pause. That's the thin line between and this. And tag her name. Tag her name. So now people know she had the abortion and she was pregnant. Wherever she got back in the country, that next whatever, I think it was a Monday or whatever. Well, how did I find out? A text come to my phone. A text of a restraining order comes to my phone. Then I get a call from a girl, random number. I answer, and she say, "You have a restraining order," and she's saying, and I hang up because I see it. Then it got the date where I'm supposed to, if I want to, what is it called? I don't know. I forgot what it's called, but go against it. I don't know. You guys know the law, the legal term for it. If I want to fight it, I guess it got the date for me to show up and whatever. Now I'm thinking about restraining order. What that mean to me at the time? To me, what restraining order mean? Restraining order is a stay away order. If you did something to somebody physically, threaten them, all these things are going in my head. Why she put a restraining order? That's what I'm thinking. Restraining order. Well, I'm about to fight this. You ain't about to put that on me. Fast forward. We don't talk to each other. Fast forward all the way to the court date. Fast forward, we come to the court. I actually thought she wasn't gonna come, to be honest with you, because I'm like, what's really going on? She came in the court. Boom. They call us to the bench or whatever the hell you call it. Let me describe this. I have it's a black female judge. And she's asking the girl to questions and present evidence. So she's saying, did he threaten you? No. Did he put his hands on you? No. Did he show up at your job? No. Did he show up I can't show up at her job because she's not working. I can't show up at her house because you got to get buzzed in through the clergy. Never threatened her. But she's saying all that. She's saying the no. She's being honest. No. Well, and the judge is kind of like, what are we, like, well, what evidence do you, like, what are we here for? So I'm kind of like happy in the seat, like, what are we here for? This is when it gets thick. This is when it gets real. So she's like, well, do you have any more evidence to present before I make my ruling? She's like, yes. He's been harassing me on social media. She was like, well, let me see. Gives it to the bailiff. The bailiff gives it to the judge. It's a paper of the post that I posted with her tagged in it. So the judge started reading it out loud. And she gets to the point where I tagged her name in the post. This is a black judge said, Black woman judge say, Mr. Jones, you cannot do this. You cannot put her name in. So, with that being said, the judge gave a restraining order on behalf on the cause of me tagging her name and putting her business on social media. I can accept that. I know I did that 100% wrong. Did it? I didn't even know this could happen, that you could get that, but I got it, did it, whatever. Get this, whatever you call it, restraining order. She goes on social media immediately. And quick note, the thin line between getting a legal problems and not getting legal problems is simply tagging. So you can say he, she, that person, the person I'm dating. You can say anything except tag their name. Once you tag their name, then you get in legal shits. She immediately goes on social media and post up about me again. But I can't say nothing. I don't even want to play no more. The energy is out of me. I don't even want to go back and forth, whatever. Boom, boom, boom. Done. So I said all that, and that's the story. Restraining order, Thousand Body Podcast. Got me the restraining order, but when we do red light, I'll tell you guys what I learned. So let's get to the next episode. Let's get to the next segment. Next segment is called Body Talk. Next segment is Body Talk, where I read a letter, an email, a text message from a listener asking a question or making a statement. Ooh, right to it. Oh, there's no name. So okay. So I'm going to read the question and then answer it. You guys, hello. I'm really needing some advice right now. I'm a 45-year-old woman and I've been a stay-at-home mom for most of my adult life, raising 3 kids who are now in college, all in college. When I got married, my husband promised he'll take care of me financially, so I focused on the home and raising our kids. But now that things are financially tight, he's starting to suggest I get a job. I feel blindsided and hurt, and honestly, I guess my question is, why should I have to get a job now when we agreed that he'd be the one to provide? I understand. I get it for the lady that's wrote this email. If you guys talked about it and agreed, then yes, you shouldn't work. You shouldn't have to work. That was his promise. But then I posed the question to you. Do you really love this man? Do you really love this man outside of the financial? Do you really look at this man as a provider, not just financially, but a provider, not just financially, but a provider? Do you really love this man? Because if you did, in my opinion, as from the outside looking in, and I will hope that he gets this notion or use this. If you're not able to support me when things aren't right, then why are you really here? Are you really here to benefit? So if I'm asking you to get a job as the leader, as the king, as the man going on a path with the family and with us, it's for a reason. Yeah, I know what I said, but guess what? Guess what, love? Things change. Life happens. Life happens at an alarming fast rate. So things happen. So not the question shouldn't be, it should be, are you going to get a job? Do you want to get a job? Do you want to help the family? Do you want to help him? Do you want to see him at peace? Because you said that he have been doing this all the way till you got 3 kids or to college. So he's been doing a good job. Sometimes the sun not always gonna shine. So in those rainy days, what are you gonna do? You're gonna shake him, you're gonna leave him, you're gonna complain, you're gonna be mad at him. It seems like he's doing a good job if y'all got 3 kids that's in college and you haven't had to work this whole time. I know it might be tough, but this is also the thing. This is why I kind of have a problem with women not having some kind of career or something to fall, especially living in the day and age we live now. It's like it's like at the end of the day you're hopeless because now all this time has passed and you haven't gained anything, gained knowledge, gained in the career. So now it's more so. This is more so of a desperation letter. This is more so of a I'm mad. I'm upset with him because when it doesn't have to be that. Imagine if you were, let's say, a nurse and you just haven't had to work and you have that to fall back on. I don't think it would be so problematic for you to, I don't think you would feel so bad about having to maybe work for 3 months or so on so you guys could catch back up. I don't think you would have a problem. I think I find the problem when women don't have anything to fall back on. I think that's when the problem, the disgruntledness becomes apparent when there's nothing for you to fall back on. And now all these years have passed and there's no skill, there's no training, there's nothing for you to do. So sum it up, to answer your letter, yeah, I understand that he promised that he would take care of you, but do you love him enough to step up and, do something? If not, move on. If you think that man not a good man and you guys been roughing it out all these years and he's been taking care of all these, then move on. I will tell you this, you're going to find out. You're going to mess around and find out what's really out there. So that's the end of body talk. I'm going to let you have that. Hope you listening. Hope that I can help you and wish you the best. So let's conclude it. Let's conclude it with the red light. So, in reflecting and learning from my experience in dealing with this girl whose brother was in the NBA that played for the Lakers, I learned not to be so intrigued by the lights, the glitter, and the gold. Don't be so impressed by the money and what things, especially if it's not coming from that person as a main source. Especially. I also learned toxicity. If I'm not toxic, don't allow anyone to pull me into that toxic realm. Because anybody has the capability or capacity of being toxic. And I proved that. She proved that to me. Because I have never been in a situation where we arguing big, disrespectful big, and then back dealing with each other. But I take accountability and understanding that I allowed myself to make the decision to accept that and to also do that. So I've learned, again, on red light, in conclusion, not to do that, not to step in. Don't deal with toxic people, because guess what? One or two things are going to happen. And 9 times out of 10, you're going to be more toxic before they're more healed. The negative is going to bring you more down. Because two people on a polar, let's say this is toxic. Let's say I'm not regular. Somebody's going to pull somebody up. Somebody's going to pull somebody down. Somebody's going to pull somebody up. Somebody's going to pull somebody down. It's going to be like a seesaw. So it's best, from me, what I learned, dodge that toxicity. Don't deal with toxic women. And if I am going to deal with them on a physical level, make it snappy, smash dash, get out the ass. So that's it. That's our show for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Go follow me on 1,000 Bodies Podcast on YouTube. Go look at all my other episodes. Go follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitch. Follow me on TikTok. And that concludes our show. I want you guys to remember and never forget to be fruitful and multiply. Thank you.